Hey everybody, good morning. We are back from vacation and I feel like everything has bloomed while we were gone and I missed it. I hate it when that happens, but it is nice to see some blooms, even though I did miss some. But you see here the daylilies are blooming. Coneflower just popped out of nowhere. I was like, oh man, I missed it. Look how pretty this is. This is powwow, I think wildberry coneflower. And oh man, I just love it. The color is just so bright and cheerful. I got another little bunch right over there. And all the gara is blooming nicely. The bees are loving it. You see a bunch of bees over there. They're just all over it this morning. They look very happy. This is my pollinator garden right here. I do not spray anything in this bed. There's actually some weeds popping up too, as you can see. Time to get weeding. Here's my Deadwood Rose. Looking pretty good. The Japanese beetles are getting to it a bit. O'Malley has missed me, so he's following me around today. We've been gone for a week. We're on vacation at the beach with my husband's parents. We go to Litchfield, South Carolina every year, and it was fun, but I'm glad to be back so I can check on all my plants. Hey baby, I missed you too, buddy. Yeah, you sweet thing. He's following me around this morning, so he's going to join us. Here's Queen of Sweden. Teeny tiny little bloom, but so sweet. Our Japanese maple's doing well. This thing has gotten huge since we planted it a few years ago. It's filling out really nicely. Just love the red foliage. Oh, so pretty. I'm so glad it's daylily season now. They're all popping up. Looking beautiful. This is a weedy bed, oh my goodness. Got some weeding to do, but look how pretty that is. I think this one is called Lavender Blue Baby. My grandmother gave this to me for my birthday one year, which I thought was very sweet. It's always nice when people know that you love gardening, and anytime you have a chance to give a gift, make it something with gardening, right? I've got to stake this tree. This tree I've had in the ground for a few years. It was very small when I first put it in. It is actually a seedling, a Japanese maple seedling we got from my parents' cabin that they used to own in North Georgia. So it is completely unique in its own. It's always nice to be able to have plants from a place that you've had good memories, and they ended up selling their cabin to a Santa Claus, which my kids thought was like the coolest thing. That Santa Claus bought Nana and Pop's cabin up in the mountains. So that was a fun experience. Here's my petunias. The alyssum did not last at all. but the petunias look great. And this is how gardening works, guys. Some things do well and other things do not. And it's just trial and error. Life goes on, you know. Here's my peach trees. They're looking a little wilted. I had my mom come and water about halfway through the week, but it obviously wasn't enough. There's still a lot of stuff that's really wilted and not doing well. The petunias are doing great though. Look at that. No complaints there. Look, more lilies are about to bloom. There's some right here too. Probably should stake those. But there's so much to do. I mean, okay, so here, guys, look at this. Here's a good example of why you can't have a garden that looks gorgeous all the time. I don't know if y'all remember this bed, but about a month ago, I think a month ago, it looked awesome. It was covered in blooms and just beautiful. And well, now look at it now. It looks terrible. It's awful. The Eden roses are really looking ugly right now, but that's the way it is. Like, people need to have realistic expectations and know that your garden's not going to be looking perfect and beautiful all the time. It's just not how nature works. So we just have to do what we can to work with nature. I have a lot of trimming back to do on these things. So, see, it's just not very pretty right now, but it is what it is. I planted up this container before we left. It's got 3 cannas in the middle and then Bordeaux petunias around it. Laura from Garden Answer inspired me when they did that container video of those, like, I don't know what it was, like 20 containers they put on the side of their fence along their property. So I thought I'd give it a shot. I really liked the one with the cannas, and I've never grown cannas before, so it's going to be interesting to see how they do. Ooh, there's some leaves or blooms. Oh no, whoops. Oops. Okay, I'm just not going to touch it. You do your thing. Let's come down here. Or you know what, let's go to the side garden. It has all the daylilies blooming right now. A lot of these varieties I've forgotten the names, so I'm just going to show you because I don't remember the name of this one, but it sure is pretty. The one I do remember is this. This one's called Orchid Waterfall. This one I do remember because it's one of my only spider daylilies that I have. And I love the color. I've got some orientals and trumpets that are about to bloom or are blooming. I think this one is called Regal. Can't remember. I planted so many in here, and I didn't label them, so that's the sprinkler system, neighbor's sprinkler system going on. I just love these daylilies. Aren't they just so pretty? This one's really, really pretty. Here's that pom-pom veranda. Holy smokes. It is loaded. The blooms aren't the greatest quality, but I mean, that's a ton of blooms on one stem. That's just craziness. This is the first year I've grown this thing, so that's pretty awesome. Down here I've got some more echinacea. just transplanted these last fall, so it may take a while for them to take off. I actually got these at my local grocery store. They were on clearance. I think they were like $1 or $2 each. It was craziness. So I got all they had left, which was like 9 plants or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think there was 9 because I lost a couple of them. And they're reseeding all over the place too, which is great. The Russian sage is coming up. Look at this, so pretty. Are there any daylily lovers out there? I love how they just multiply like crazy. And you can give them away as gifts. A lot of weeding to do around here. But I am nervous about weeding in this spot because this is where I got poison ivy back over there behind that butterfly bush. There's poison ivy or poison oak or something over there. And it just about did me in. Oh my gosh, it was awful. So I might just have to let my husband take that one on. Hi, buddy. Yes, I know you missed me. I missed you too, sweet thing. There's lots of blooms popping up over here. I know that I've got Pink for Perfection over here, and then Lilium Regal. All the other ones are kind of just mixed in from what I had in the backyard. Because this bed here, I didn't know if I told you guys about this, but this whole section here, all this stuff, all down here, all those irises and all this in here was all in my backyard on the hill, which is now where our pool is. Last fall, this was all grass before. We ripped up all the grass. I put a pathway through here and then planted out everything. We transplanted everything from the hill in the backyard. So because we knew we wanted to build a pool there. And so fall is the perfect time to do all this, right? Perfect time to move all your plants and transplant things. So that's what I did because I did not want to lose any of this stuff. I've worked too hard and spent too much money on all this stuff to lose it. So that's what we did, and it's doing really great. Look at these sweet little foxgloves. I just love these. So this is my cottage garden. That's what I've been kind of aiming for here, is going with the cottage garden look. And I think I nailed it. I hope. It's got a lot of growing to do, and we got a lot of weeding to do, and some watering. Oh my goodness. My viburnums back there are wilting. That's not good. Oh, this is one thing I hate about leaving for a week. Things like that happen, and it's really hard to rely on family to water things and get them to take care of stuff the way you want it taken care of, and it's just hard to leave. But it was fun. But I got a lot of damage though from a lot of plants wilting, and I'm hoping they will recover once I get some water on them. Today we got home late, like about 8 o'clock or so last night.